So many network marketers fall in love with a health and wellness product, and then they realize that there's an incredible opportunity to build the lifestyle and income of their dreams. But what happens when you get started and you run out of friends and family to talk to, and what you're doing on social media just isn't quite getting you where you want to be? Well, the truth is it's probably not your fault. It just takes a little marketing know-how that you may not be getting from anywhere else. So on this podcast, I'm sharing with you the secrets that I've been able to learn from all of my top earner friends and mentors. I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly what it takes to get people excited about the wellness products that you have to offer, to help people improve their lives, and to get you to the rank that you want to be at. My name is Soraya Goddard, and this is Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Hey guys, welcome to episode 4, where we are talking about secret number 3 that I teased on the first couple episodes: how to get people reaching out to you and asking you about your products. So pretend with me for a second. What would life be like for you as a business owner, as a home business owner, if you didn't have to reach out to people all the time? What if, just for a moment, you had people reaching out to you and telling you that they're interested in what you have to offer, raising their hand and saying, I want to know more, and giving you their information? What if you had a process by which you could eliminate the people that were clearly going to say no to your products? Like, you could just skip over them, and that you could identify the people that you might be able to help and that would be actually interested in your products. What would that feel like? Wouldn't that be amazing? So today we are talking about the secret to getting people reaching out to you and asking about your products. And I'm just going to come out right up front and say it. We are talking about attraction marketing. So if you have not heard this phrase up until now, then buckle up, kids. You are in for a ride, because this is going to be a major theme of this podcast. And there's a reason why, like, I saved this for episode 4 or secret number 3, whatever you want to say. I saved it for the last secret because, quite frankly, understanding this has changed my business, my life, everything. It's changed the way that I see all transactions, all sales, everything I buy. It's made me view the world differently. So I want to give you in this episode today a baseline of what it is, if you aren't already familiar. And if you're familiar with it already, fantastic. We're going to review what you already know and maybe build upon it. And we're going to talk about how it can be used for your home business. Look, guys, this is so important. If you are on this podcast and you are listening to this, chances are that you want to grow your business. And chances are that you are using social media. And chances also are that you've probably seen social media done the wrong way more than you can count, more than you can describe. And if those people that were being weird and pitching all the time on social media in just a really sleazy way, like, you might not even be able to describe what you don't like about the way that they are acting, but you know that you don't like it and you know that you don't want to be that way. This is for you. Quite frankly, this is the secret. This is what will change your marketing. And this is a marketing podcast. So yes, we know that you have to reach out to people. Prospecting is an integral, important part of building your business, and you should not be afraid of inviting people to take a look at what you have to offer. I do it literally every single day, and you should be too. But we all know that it would be so nice to be able to just have a social media presence that would get people reaching out to you, right? Wouldn't that be amazing? So if that's not where you are, fantastic. If you maybe have a little bit of success in that, but you want to tweak it or you want to build upon that, then again, this episode is for you. So we're going to be talking about attraction marketing. So what is attraction marketing? Attraction marketing is where you are sharing things that are valuable information, and you, by sharing that valuable information, are building an audience. You are attracting people to you. You are giving information that people are like, wow, that's really interesting. That is helpful to me. That is beneficial to me in some way. And so therefore I want to listen, and it is something that I may even act upon. So generally you do this before you make an offer, right? So what I mean by that is that you are giving out value consistently and intermittently, then you're asking people to take action. And we'll talk a little bit more later on in this episode about what that action is. But you're focused initially on giving value to the customer or your potential customer, your audience, really. And it's kind of one of those things that's like, which comes first, the chicken or the egg? Do you give value to build an audience, or do you have an audience that you give value to? Well, I'll tell you my opinion. I think that if you start giving value, if you start giving out information that is helpful to people, you will build an audience. So you can start with just your current Facebook friends or your Instagram followers or whatever social media you're on. Really on any platform. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you use LinkedIn, although that's not, if you're a LinkedIn person, awesome. That's my hesitation there. I am not a huge LinkedIn person. I think that Facebook and Instagram are probably the king and queen in today's social media. But as we said before in past episodes, that may change in the future. So anyways, tangent, right? Squirrel. So I would say that if you are on social media and you are giving value, you are using those platforms to help people, then you are practicing attraction marketing. And I'm going to dive really deep into what this means, how you can use it for your business. I'm going to give you examples, and then we're going to continuously talk about this throughout the podcast. This is it, guys. This is the secret. This is the secret to marketing your wellness MLM. I might as well have just called this hey, the secret to marketing your wellness MLM is attraction marketing, but I didn't say that. So we're going to talk about, again, some baseline stuff here. So again, attraction marketing is giving value, sharing things that are valuable to attract an audience and to attract people to you. Because if you show up on Facebook and Instagram or wherever you are on social media, you will gain a reputation as someone who gives information that is helpful to others. This can be done in any industry. Attraction marketing is not just for network marketing, but I'm going to talk today about attraction marketing in the context of network marketing. So, but if you're listening and you own a pizza shop or whatever your business is, rock on, girl or guy. You can apply this to whatever you have. If you have social media for the purpose of building a business, then I promise you that you can use this information. So let's talk about a little bit, let's cover some examples of things that you might be familiar with. So I would be willing to bet you have you ever followed a blogger who has given you free advice and education on something? Maybe it's a food blogger, maybe it's a health and wellness blogger, maybe it's a education blogger, maybe it's someone who's giving you advice on finances or real estate or who knows what, right? Whatever your hobby is, knitting, I don't know. Have you ever followed a blogger who has given you free advice and education, and then at the end or at some point while you are following them, they say, hey, would you like to buy my book, buy my course, follow me, see me in person, buy this thing? Whatever it is, right? They're then going to ask you that if you like what they've already given you, would you like to do something else? Would you like to take the next step? Would you like to raise your hand and follow me some more or commit to the next level? And maybe that's like a $10 book, very low commitment. Maybe that's, hey, would you like to fly across the world and see me in person? Maybe it's a bigger commitment. That is attraction marketing. Someone is leading with value and giving you free advice and education and something that's really beneficial to you. And then at some point, they're asking you to commit to something more, whatever that may be. That is attraction marketing, guys. Guess what else is attraction marketing? Have you ever been to Costco on a Saturday where they've given you free samples and then you taste the free sample and you're like, holy moly, that whatever that amazing thing is so good. I'm going to buy 8 cases of it. That's attraction marketing. It's someone leading with value. I mean, granted, you're not necessarily going to do that in your business, or maybe you do, but the idea is still the same. The principle is still the same. They're going to get you into their store or their aisle or whatever it is by giving you a little bit of value right up front with no commitment. And then if you like what you see, you're going to raise your hand and you're going to say, yeah, I want more. It's the same thing my mentor Ray Higdon talks about. It's like when Home Depot has a tile class, right? Have you ever seen the tile classes or like the how to build a garden box or any one of the crazy classes that Home Depot has on a Saturday morning, right? They're giving you a free class on how to tile, not necessarily out of the goodness of their heart, right? They know that when you come to a free class about how to tile your kitchen or your bathroom, that you learn how to do it. And then at the end, they're like, oh, by the way, you can get your tile on aisle 3 and the grout on aisle 4. And oh, by the way, we're going to give you 10% off. And then you leave with like $2,000 worth of tile, right? Who's been there? Raise your hand. Hashtag homeowners. Yeah, I own a couple homes. Oh God, yeah. Home ownership, right? The money pit. So anyways, Home Depot, they are experts at attraction marketing because you know that when you go in for the free tile class, like you've pretty much resigned yourself that you're going to just fork over your entire paycheck and pay them for all sorts of fun things. So, I could give you 17 more examples of attraction marketing, but I think you get the idea. It's giving value up front, giving value. So we say that attraction marketing is to give value, but let's explore exactly what that means. What type of information is valuable? This is where we've got to put some critical thinking into our businesses, our network marketing businesses, and figure out who you are trying to attract. Who is it that you want to work with? Who is it that you want to work with? That is the question of the day. That is the question that your business should revolve around. There might be an obvious answer. Maybe you are in, and I'm just kind of making this up off the top of my head, maybe you are in a makeup MLM that is geared towards a certain type of woman who uses your exact makeup. And so that's going to narrow your focus down a little bit. But generally, you can work with whoever you want to work with. And so you need to decide, who do you get fired up about trying to work with? Who do you want to work with? What makes you happy? What excites you? Who is the type of person that you are trying to attract? And you might need to write this question down and go think about it for a little bit and actually decide, I want to work with other people that are like me, that have gone through the same issues that I have, and I want to be able to help them. Or maybe you want to just work with people, a certain demographic, certain people in your area, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. You just have to figure out who you are trying to attract. And the reason why you have to figure out who you are trying to attract is because then you need to figure out what is the problem or problems that those people are trying to solve. What are the problems that they have in their lives that you can help with? Whether you are an expert or not does not matter. What are the problems that those people have that you might be able to help with? What information would help them in their lives? What would make their lives better? I would challenge you to maybe take out a pen and paper and spend 5 minutes, just 5 minutes thinking about this. And the answer usually is kind of instinctual. I don't know a better word. Usually the people that we want to work with are the people that are like us, in that they have had the journey. You've had a journey, right? You've had a journey that has led you to being passionate about your health and wellness product. And typically that means that you're pretty passionate about helping other people have that same journey. However, it's not always the case. Maybe you've had a weight loss journey and you now realize that it is such a beneficial tool for some other demographic or some other group of people. Who knows? It doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong answer. Don't overthink it. But take 5 minutes and decide who you are trying to attract, what type of information is valuable to them, what is the problem or problems that they have, and what information would help them solve those problems and what would make their lives better. So once you kind of have that down, you've got the first step towards attraction marketing. So some things that you could offer that would help people. And I'm just going to talk generally. You could offer inspiration. You could offer humor. Or you could offer my favorite, and I think the most valuable type of value, or the valuable type of information, which is education. Education is, in my opinion, the easiest way to provide value to people, because you don't have to particularly be charming or skilled or charismatic, or, you don't have to have a shtick. You don't have to rely on inspiration or humor or anything like that. You can just basically teach people. And this is very, very, very duplicatable. And if you don't know already, duplication is the name of the game. So if I can do it and I can teach it to the people that I recruit, it is very duplicatable. And nobody, I mean, this is, I don't know how to say this. This is extremely duplicatable. There is nobody on the planet that can't teach things that they learn, right? Fairly easy to do. They may not be the world's best at it, but they can do it. Everybody can do this. So how does this work? So let's dive into this. So you figure out who you want to attract, right? Who you want to attract into your business. And then you start putting content out into the world that will attract those type of people, or that type of person. So let's just say, I'm going to give you some examples. Let's say you are looking to attract moms that are having trouble losing weight after they've had babies. So you want to start talking about the problems that moms have, not necessarily only losing weight, but that might be one of them. Let's say you're looking to attract people who want a non-toxic lifestyle. So maybe you want to start putting out content that teaches about how to make a non-toxic home and the health benefits of that, or you could even get more specific, and maybe you want to talk about things like healthy hormones and how to have just a generally healthy lifestyle. That's the type of information that will end up attracting the type of person that you want to talk to. Similarly, same thought pattern, same process. Let's say you're looking to attract people who love makeup. Maybe you, instead of just talking about the makeup that you love, maybe you want to start teaching people on how to use specific products in makeup that they might be fearful of. Like, how do I use this eyeliner? Or how do I fill in my brows? I don't know how to use lip liner. I don't know how to use blush. I don't know how to contour, whatever it is, right? And maybe you specialize in taking the mystery out of makeup. Guess what? You can get as creative as you want. And I'm just kind of riffing off the top of my head for some general ideas, but you can get as specific as you want. Sometimes the more specific, the better. So you want to talk about the things that will attract the type of person that you're looking for. You want to be beneficial and give value to them. You want to be the person that they're like, man, I really like when Soraya posts on Facebook. I love her posts. I look forward to them. They're really interesting. Or I like when Susie posts on Instagram. Like, I love following her. It's amazing. She's got great stuff. She's fun. She's cool to follow. It makes me feel good. I enjoy looking forward to what she has to tell me. That's what you're aiming for. So get as creative as you want. And let's talk about a couple of the things that attraction marketing depends on. So number one, it depends on not giving away all the details. So the goal of attraction marketing is that you want people to reach out to you in some way. You want people to take an action and kind of virtually raise their hand if it's on social media or however you're giving out this information. You want them to say, yep, I want more info. So that requires you to not give away all the information. Now, this is slightly controversial. And the reason why this is controversial is because I'm going to recommend to you, and I will continue to recommend to you, and it's okay if you disagree, it's all good. I still love you. I'm going to recommend that you not give away your company name or your specific product name in your marketing. And the reason why is because if you give away your company name or your product name in your marketing, what is the first thing you're going to do if you're a potential customer and someone makes a recommendation to you? What's the first thing you do? I'll give you a second to think about that. Yep, exactly right. You Google it, right? You Google it. You open Google, you open your browser and you Google blah, 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 company, blah, 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 mascara, blah, 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 weight loss shake, blah, 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 essential oil, and you read all about it, right? So Some may say that's no big deal. My company's amazing. My company's thebomb.com. And if you Google it, everybody is amazing and all the reviews are fantastic. So go right ahead. Well, unfortunately, there's a couple problems with that. Number one, not all the reviews are amazing. Even, so I'm in a company. And although I think the products are incredible, not everybody does. And I guarantee you, if you Google that company, there are some negative things about it. And that's totally okay. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion. So number one, not everybody's going to be positive about it. Number two, people will not be inclined to reach out to you to get more information about it. And so unfortunately, if someone is interested in your product, you will never know because they'll just go to Google and then they'll decide it's not for them. As where with a proper attraction marketing campaign where you are saying, hey, this is some really good you're giving out information and it is causing people to reach out to you because the only way they're going to know more is to reach out to you. If you do it that way, then you control the information that they get. Now, of course, they're free to go and do research later on, but initially, that also lets you know that that person is interested. As where if you just send them away to some Google research, then you have no idea whether or not they're interested, and you'll never be able to follow up with them and have a conversation that gets to the root of what their issue is and what you might be able to help them with. You can never make a connection. It's just kind of a lost lead, a lost person that you might have been able to help or positively affect them, but they might have been swayed erroneously by the information that they found on Google or they, whatever else, or they just got busy and life got in the way and that they decided never to reach out to you because they didn't have an incentive to because you told them exactly what company you were working with and exactly what thing you were sharing with them and exactly what you wanted them to buy. And so they just went off into Google land and they're gone. They're gone. They never come back to you. So you might have had 20 people, 30 people, hundreds of people, thousands of people that potentially were leads that you don't even know about. So the success of your attraction marketing depends on you not giving away all the details. Now, I know I'm going to hear from some people and they're going to say, yeah, but my diamond fancy upline person talks all about the company, talks all about the products, gives away everything. It works for her. Why shouldn't it work for me? Yes, it may have worked for her, but it may not work for you. And if you're not getting the results you want on social media, I would just challenge you to give it a try. Try from here on out to not give away all the details and implement a little bit of attraction marketing, over the long haul and see what happens. Because this is not something that I've made up. This is something that I've learned from people who are top earners in all of their companies. So I know it works. I absolutely know it works. I believe it with all my heart. And I promise you, it doesn't just work for some people. It's a sound principle that will definitely work for you. So here's what you want to do. You want to give some basic information. Again, you want to educate. You want to focus on education. If you have some amazing charismatic personality and you can get by with humor or charisma or all that, fantastic, mix that in. But really, all you need to be able to do is just give some basic educational information and then have a next step to take for your audience so that that you know that they are watching or reading or whatever it is based on what platform you're using. Maybe it's a blog post, maybe it's an Instagram post, maybe it's a Facebook post, whatever. Maybe it's a live video, maybe it's YouTube, all of the above work. You want them to, at the end of your educational spiel, you want to prompt them to reach out to you to know more. You want to ask them to reach out and message you or text you or call you, or if you want to get fancy with it, to download something. You don't have to get fancy with it. You don't have to have a download. You can just have a, hey, message me, call me, text me, meet me at whatever you want that call to action to be. Just prompt them to reach out to you to know more so you know who is interested and open to what you have. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. A side benefit of all of this, if you are giving value and you are not leading with the company name and the product name, a couple other side benefits. So people will start to realize that you care about them learning, you care about them getting better in whatever way you're helping them get better, you care about their journey, And people will start to know, like, and trust you. People will start to believe you and know that you are showing up and giving them value on a consistent basis because you truly do this because it's your passion. And hopefully it is your passion. That will cause them to know, like, and trust you. It will build rapport, and you will have a much greater chance of, when you do ask for a sale, them trusting that you're not just making a recommendation to earn a quick sale, but you're looking to build a long-term customer relationship with them, or maybe even a business relationship with them. They will believe that your heart is in the right place, and that goes a long way. I know that for me, if I trust someone's recommendation, I won't even do research. I'll just go, yeah, oh, she likes it. Awesome. I'm in. Like, I've been following her for 8 years, and I have bought 10 things that she said are great, and they've all turned out great. I'm in. Whatever she recommends, I will buy. That's kind of the goal of what you want. So a byproduct, though, another byproduct of doing attraction marketing is that you end up kind of de facto building your own brand. And what I mean by brand is not like a logo or pretty colors or anything like that. What I mean is that you develop a reputation for being a problem solver or an educator or someone who has the solution to a specific problem. So if you use the examples that I kind of made up earlier, like, wouldn't it be cool to be known as the person who teaches other people how to do makeup? Or wouldn't it be cool to be the person who has a reputation that you give people advice on how to build a healthy home so that you can have healthy hormones? Or you have a reputation of someone who can help moms lose weight. Like, wouldn't that be awesome? Instead of, oh man, she's the girl that sells blah. She's the girl that sells the product. She's the girl that wants me to buy her stuff. Like, that's a huge difference, right? So we want to be the former and not the latter, just in case you missed that and you were sleeping. We want to be the person that is known as a problem solver. That is your brand. Like, there's a lot of advice on personal branding going out there, and a lot of people that'll say, you need a website and a logo and a this and that. And all of that is great. I'm not discouraging you from doing that. But what makes a brand and what makes a brand powerful, and I learned this from Diane Hockman, so let me give credit where credit's due, is that you are known for solving a problem. It's more about a logo or a feel or an aesthetic or anything like that. You don't need any of that, really. You just need to be known for solving a problem. And when that happens, it becomes magical and people start to look to you to solve their problem. So imagine for a second, if you start to be known as the person who can help moms post-baby lose weight, and then you have moms post-baby reaching out to you. That's what we're talking about, guys. It's amazing. This is attraction marketing. Instead of, oh, she's the girl who's pumping the shakes. It's a huge difference. So, it's so exciting. I get fired up about this stuff. Okay. So, instead of talking about, like the video of your favorite lipstick and what company your lipstick comes from and all that, maybe you want to make a video about how to put lipstick on so it lasts through a dinner date, or how to put lipstick on so it lasts through your morning coffee, through lunch, or the 14 things that you think are crucial to applying. I don't know, whatever. I'm just making this up, right? That's the kind of content you want to be giving out. Instead of talking about the essential oil that you love and snapping a picture of the bottle that nobody really understands, maybe you want to teach about how to have clear skin with natural remedies. Or maybe you want to say, hey, this is how you can help your baby go to sleep faster without, losing your mind. So you want to talk about the benefits. And this also gets back, if you haven't heard episode 2 of my podcast, definitely go back and watch. God bless, I'm mixing up my words. You listen to a podcast. You don't watch a podcast. Whew. It's funny. Side note, I'm not going to edit this, and I refuse to edit this. So I much prefer a style of podcast where I can just talk. The downfall of that is that I have, mess ups. So it's all good. Anyways, if you haven't learned about leading with a benefit, go back and listen to episode 2. But I think you get my drift. I'll give you one more example. Instead of talking about like your favorite weight loss shake, like holding up, hey, I am in XX company and this is our amazing shake and you should totally buy it. Like, maybe you want to do a video about This is why protein intake is important, and protein timing throughout your day can affect how hungry you are. And don't you want to cut down on your hunger, right? That would be so much more powerful. That's attraction marketing. So if you start showing up every single day with the latter types of content, the benefits, talking about how you can help people in their lives, but leaving out the company name and leaving out the exact product name and really just focusing on education, guys, it's such a huge difference. It's such a huge difference. You lower that barrier to resistance. People start following you. People start looking forward to your information. People start getting excited about what you have to offer. So then, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos in, when you say, hey guys, I have something amazing to share with you. I've given you a bunch of value, and now it's time for you to log onto my webinar or download my ebook or reach out to me and tell me about what your weight loss struggles are, then you've got people reaching out to you. That's how it happens. That's how you build a brand. That's how you market to attract people to you. You focus on the pain points that your audience might have. You build a relationship with them, and you become so valuable to them that they seek out what you have to offer. And again, this can be done on any platform. Facebook, Instagram, I don't care, whatever your thing is. I think those are the two kind of kings and queens, or the king and queen of social media right now. But that may change. And as Larry and Taylor Thompson say, the tech, of course, I'm going to screw this up now. The techniques are the same. The platform changes over time, right? So it's the same concepts. They just change platforms. They just change the way that they're executed. So today it might be Facebook and Instagram. 10 years from now, it might be something else. Who knows what it is? But you can still practice attraction marketing. You can practice attraction marketing through print ads. You can practice attraction marketing through, I don't know, really anything. I don't care. Craigslist ad, whatever. I don't know. Whatever kind of marketing you want, it does not really matter. A blog, a radio ad, a banner ad, it does not matter. Through just your Facebook profile. It's just so easy to do. So, all right. I'm going to give you just some quick steps and synthesize this information for you for a quick second. And I'm super grateful for my mentor, Ray Higdon, and people like Diane Hochman and all these other rock stars that I've just been able to learn from, because these are the kings and queens of attraction marketing. These are the people that have been practicing it for years. Heck, the reason why I follow them is attraction marketing, because quite frankly, they get on video and blog and, all these social media platforms and give me information that has helped me build my business. So then I follow them, and then eventually I decide to work with them in some capacity. It's kind of just how that happens. So step one, you need to pick your platform. You need to pick your platform. If you're a Facebook person and you're on Facebook all the time and that's your jam, stick with it, man. Stick with it. Don't get, sidetracked by the 800 other platforms. Do one, do it well. I know I've talked about this before. Just pick one and go with it. If you're like, I am an Instagram person, which I personally love Instagram. I'm obsessed with Instagram, which, by the way, side note, shameless plug, follow me on SorayaGoddard.com, my handle at Instagram is Soraya Goddard. I can't even say this right. Follow me on Instagram. I love it. I love it. I love it. I have been on Instagram much more the past year than I have on Facebook. But pick a platform. Doesn't really matter. There's no right or wrong answer. I don't care if it's Google Plus. Is that still a thing? I'm not quite sure. MySpace, I think, still exists. I'm sure there's someone crushing it on network marketing on MySpace. If you're that person, just out of curiosity, if you're crushing it on network marketing on MySpace, please reach out to me. Okay, pick a platform. Number 2, realize that attraction marketing is a long-term thing. You're not going to explode into a multimillionaire tonight after one post. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to get, unbelievable results overnight. Well, you may if it happens to go viral or something like that, but the chances are no. What you are going to be able to do is you're going to find a voice and you're going to find a niche that is interesting to people. And when you start bringing value to people's lives and when you start giving them information that is focused on them and the benefit is them, the people that benefit are your audience, when you find that sweet spot, you will be able to build on that. And it's going to take a little bit, and that's okay. And it may take a couple posts where you get no engagement and you get no likes, comments, or shares. It's totally okay, because guess what? People are still watching. People are still watching. And eventually you will get likes, comments, and shares. Every big social media guru, every big network marketing guru has had social media posts where they have had no likes, comments, or shares, and that's totally okay. If you stick with this in the long term, you're going to get results. The key, as to anything in life, is consistency. Then, step 3, you want to continuously create content that teaches around a subject that your ideal client or partner would want to know. And again, like I said, often those are the things that you had to learn on your journey. So basically, you can kind of just document your journey and document what you've learned. You're learning out loud. And another idea or another way to think about this is to just out-teach your competition. We'll get in as this podcast goes along. Hopefully you're subscribed by now. If not, subscribe. As we go along in this podcast, I'm going to show you exactly how to out-teach your competition. How do you out-teach the people so that they reach out to you? But think about it in terms of education. Educate your audience, or educate so that you can build an audience if you don't already have one. Step 4, make sure you give them a call to action. So once you've given them valuable information and you've made their life better, then you give them a call to action to reach out to you to learn more or find more, or, find out what that ideal weight loss shake is, or the lipstick that makes your lips not dry, or the essential oil brand that's going to put your baby to sleep, or whatever it is, right? Whatever it is that we're talking about, you want to give them a call to action to reach out to you. And that's where they're going to start reaching out to you and saying, yes, my baby cries until 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm about to, jump off a cliff. Please tell me what will help my baby sleep longer. Or, yeah, I hate it that my lipstick bleeds all day long and I have to reapply it 17 times. Do you have a solution to that? Or, yes, I get hungry. I love the protein shake, but I get hungry 30 minutes later. Do you have a solution to that? Yes, you do have a solution to that. And guess what? This is what works for me. If you'd love to know more, I'd be happy to, sign you up so you can get some of your own. That's how that works. And keep consistent with it. Do it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times a week forever until your business grows so big that you don't want it to grow anymore. I don't know if that's even a possibility, but keep doing it, guys. Keep doing it. Social media definitely takes some work. It definitely takes some work. But I think if you're on here and you're growing a network marketing business and you're listening to me yap at you and you're excited about the future, then you already know that network marketing provides you an opportunity that not many other side gigs do. Because as my dear mastermind partner / friend Angel Fletcher says, what's the alternative? So what if it takes you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years? So what? What's your plan B, right? That's okay. If it takes a while, it takes a while. It may take a lot less time. There have been people who have skyrocketed, to the top of their comp plan in 18 months. That's awesome. But you need to be consistent and practice that attraction marketing multiple times a week until you get to the point where you're comfortable with where your business is, and then keep going and keep doing it, and teach other people in your team and in your downlines the same principles. So again, I've learned all of this from Ray Higdon and Angel Fletcher and Diane Hochman and all these amazing rock stars, and I'm just so honored and just, oh my God, I'm so grateful to know all these people and to be able to pick their brains. So it's fantastic. And then I'm pumped to be able to share all this stuff with you guys. So, my goal is to really help those of you who have a home business grow your home business. And for those of you who want to have a home business but don't know how, or maybe a little bit hesitant, it's okay. Start. Just try it. You're going to screw up. It's all good. No big deal. Go through the steps. Start creating content. Look at the people that you respect on social media and that you follow and that you look forward to their posts, and see if the reason that you follow them is because they are bringing you value. I bet you 100% of the time it is. What do you like about their posts? What attracts you to their social media profiles? Who are the people that you get excited to see their Instagram or their Facebook posts? Who are the people that you have put like default first on your Facebook profile so that they show up first in your feed? Why? Do you like what they say? Is that something that you could potentially emulate in your own way? I would challenge you to take a look at that. I think that's an exciting thing to think about because you start to realize that there is a certain thing that we look for on social media. And once you figure that out, you can deliver that to your audience. And that's when the magic happens and people start reaching out to you. And when people start reaching out to you and asking you if they can join or you if they can buy your product, dream come true, right? We get paid for this. So awesome. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening. Chat soon. We'll dive much deeper into this. If you have any questions, reach out to me at sorayagoddard.com and send me a question about attraction marketing. Chat soon. Hey, friends. I hope you enjoyed Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. I really need a favor from you, if you don't mind. Would you please go onto iTunes and leave me a review? You can do it super simply from your phone on the podcast app, and I would be very grateful because it allows more people to find us. And if you found any particular episode helpful, feel free to share it with your teams or your Crossline members. And for those of you who are looking to work with me maybe a little bit more closely, please feel free to connect with me or contact me on my website at www.sorayagoddard.com. That's www.sorayagoddard.com. I would really love to hear from you. Thanks.